discounts up to 40%, you may find it even costs less.
It's the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Coach's Corner, fueled by Donut Country and McDonald's on 101.9, 100.5, 1450, WGNSSports.com and Big G TV.
The Coaches Show is brought to you by Rick Hall with Rayburn Insurance Agency in Smyrna. Give Rick a call for auto, home, business, and life insurance needs. Find out more at rayburn.net. And I'm Bill Hockenberry, back and welcoming in right now Lady Blaze head coach Jennifer Grandstaff. And, Coach, I know there's nothing better than tournament play in this time of the year. And good morning, and how are you doing this morning?
Well, it's good to see you, Coach. It's been a while.
It has. It has.
Yeah, we are. We're really excited about tournament time starting. You know, it's you mark your calendar when November starts, and you look forward to rolling around into March. So yeah, we're extremely excited about the challenges we have ahead of us. And before we get into today in the tournament, just kind of get your thoughts a little bit on how did you like the new district format? 4 teams. I know. There's only, 4 county teams in each side, and now that's the region. What did you really think about kind of? Well, obviously we weren't crazy about it. We liked the way it used to be, but, some things you can't control, and I really try to not focus or even worry about things that I can't control anymore this age of my life. So it wasn't ideal, but, it is what it is, and we made the most out of it, and, it's going to be a good district tournament. It's going to be a really exciting region tournament. Yeah, it is. It really is. And, the good part about it is we can see Bradley in the state tournament instead of in the sectional or the sub-state. Exactly. Now. When that new classification came out, I thought, oh, my. That makes it a little bit smoother for a Rutherford County team to have a shot to make it to the state tournament versus, one of us was traveling to Bradley Central every year, and, that's just, the odds are against you when you have to go into Bradley. So yeah, it's nice knowing that whoever makes it out of our region is gonna just go 15 miles down the road to Williamson County. Yeah, so, not bad. And our fans can get there too. I know exactly. We had a lot of fans too, but it just those Bradley Central, man, it just brings back bad memories. Brutal. Yeah. But let's talk about your team. You had a really good season. Y'all think y'all have gotten better and better every time I've seen you play, and I really think your sophomores are really grown into their own. Yeah, we talked last night. I thought our season's prepared us well. We've grown a lot as a team, and like you said, I do feel like there's been a lot of growth, and an improvement throughout the course of the 3 months. And I feel like we're a confident team. I think we've got some momentum. And that's something that we want to build on as we go into our first game of our district tournament. You mentioned our sophomores. Yeah, they've definitely turned a corner from the start of November to the end of February. We rely heavily on them. They've stepped up. They've answered the call. So we're really excited about them and about their future. Yeah, and the last time I saw you play, you played Riverdale, and I feel like your inside play has gotten better as the season has gone on, too. I know everybody knows about your guard play and all that kind of stuff, but I think your inside play has gotten better as the season's gone on. I agree. We've seen a lot of improvement. Mariah O'Corey got hurt, had a stress fracture early in the season, and we really tried to limit her and just tried to get her to heal and rest, and she's not one that wants to sit back and rest, if you know anything about Mariah. But and Destiny Liggins has done well for us. And then we put Madison Jackson in there as well. So we've got 3 bigs that we feel that they complement each other well. When we sub, we don't necessarily lose a lot when we do go to our bench. So I agree with you. I think and that's going to be huge for us down the road. I mean, our inside game has got to be able to give us some points on offense, get those offensive boards, do a great job cleaning up the boards on the defensive end. And, we've seen improvement throughout the course of the year in the inside game as well. Yeah, and you still have a couple upperclassmen, too, that kind of showing the way, how y'all do things, and can't say enough about Amira Herring and her heart and her passion and just the energy that she plays with. She really makes us go. She's a never say die kind of competitor. And she's really sparked us and been a tremendous leader for us throughout the course of the year. I just love how hard she plays. Oh, I know. Every possession. Yep. It doesn't matter. I mean, she's playing. She's all out all the time. Doesn't love take plays off. I agree 100%. And I know a lot of times you don't necessarily want to always talk about this, but you have one of the best staffs in the state of Tennessee in high school basketball. And,
They all do a great job.
Yeah.
They've all been they're great people too.
Yeah.
And you want to talk a little bit about your staff?
Sure. I've always been very fortunate, very blessed to surround myself with people that believe in me
Yep.
and that are truly loyal. We're loyal to each other, and we're all very passionate about what we're doing. And I've surrounded myself with three of the best for the last 5-6 years. Obviously, Shelby Gibson, Corbett Smith, both were basketball players for us at Oakland, just great competitors, passionate about the game. And then I was fortunate enough to get Brad Martin on our staff as well, who, telling you, he's just a basketball guru, a
He
junkie,
is.
loves it, watches
He is.
it. So, yeah, and like you mentioned, they're just outstanding people on top of that.
Yeah, and the level that those two, especially Shelby and Corbett played, bringing that every day to practice.
Oh, yeah.
That's just kind of bring your girls up to that next level.
I don't think our kids realize what tremendous basketball players they were, and how competitive they were. And I tried to bring it up to, and they just, kids don't want to hear about that stuff anymore. But yeah, our kids are really fortunate to have those people involved in our program, and for our staff to invest in those kids. One day they'll look back and realize how fortunate they were.
Yeah, they really don't understand what they have at this point.
Exactly.
They really have the best coaching they could possibly get. Let's talk about kind of what your mindset is here. You can start district play today, 0-0,
Yep.
starting over. And your teams always seem to really peak this time of year. And I know this is probably going to be another year you're going to do the same thing.
We got our hands full against Laverne. They gave us a great game at their place a week ago. We're just going to take it one game at a time. We talked to our kids about, regardless of where we finished in the regular season, what our records are, what their records are, we're all sitting at 0-0, and we got to take one game at a time. And it's not the time of the year where you take plays off. You take a game off. You have got to really be locked in. Be focused, understand your scout. Play hard for each other, and I'm confident that we're going to do that for each other.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing. I think a lot of times, and I think one of the other coaches this morning said this too, a lot of teams that want to keep going, they go the farthest, and you got to want to.
Oh,
and, now you have some distractions of flag football for some of these girls. Some of them, I don't know how many of you play softball, but they have some of the distractions of other things. AAU coming up for a lot
Right.
of them too, and we know that's a big thing. How do you keep the focus on today?
It's funny you say that, because in the years past I did hear a lot of that chatter about flag football and AAU. They couldn't wait for AAU or this, that, and the other. And it's nice. I really think that they are. Number one, they really enjoy each other. So they enjoy coming to practice and spending time with each other. And that's right there's a blessing. When
Yes,
your
it is.
kids want to come in and hang out with each other and spend time with each other and get better. And when you have that, you're very fortunate. And right now we do have that. Our kids work hard. Our younger kids have had so much success in middle school that they kind of understand what it's all about this time of year. They're very hungry to get back into play in those big tournaments again. So, we're just fortunate that where they've come from. And with our upperclassmen, they were fortunate enough to be in those experiences as freshmen. And I think they're just as hungry to be able to, see what, give it all their all and see if they can put themselves in a position to get Blackman up back to where, our goals are, where our sights are set.
Yep. And, I want to talk about one of your players that, stood up for me the last couple of years, one of your sophomores, Layla Hall.
Yeah.
And she reminds me a lot every time I watch her play. She reminds me of LaQuinta Jefferson back in the day. She's a lot of very similar characteristics. And I think she's gone to a different level this year. I've seen her making more outside shots consistently, and she's making some better, plays mentally. And you just talk about the growth of Layla.
Oh, she's obviously came in as a phenomenal athlete as a freshman, but she's really had to step her game up. The competition, the athletes bigger, stronger, faster than what she was used to playing. The level of competition, obviously, a lot better day in and day out. But she has, she has really improved her game. She's gotten stronger at attacking the basket. She has invested time in her outside shooting. The thing about Layla, man, she draws so much attention when she does have the ball, and boy, she's got such a great court vision and just a good basketball IQ that she's just able to make those tough passes.
She is.
that's what you need. I mean, it's a great pass to an open man when she draws 2 or 3 defenders, and just been unselfish. Layla's really stepped up for us, and the great thing about Layla, she's just a sophomore.
Yeah, just a sophomore.
So much ability, so much God-given talent, and her work ethic's definitely improved.
Yeah, and before we go any further, Layla is our SRM Concrete Solid Performer, locally owned, nationally known SRM Concrete Player of the Week for the Lady Blaze.
Great.
But she really is, she really has grown, and your point guard too. She's really grown as well, and she's gone to another level this year.
Definitely, Sam Gardner. Fun kid to coach, man. She just looks you dead in the eye, whether she likes it or what you're saying or what she does it. She's going to go back and give it her all. Such a great competitor. Sam's done a tremendous job of just running our offense. She's another tone setter for us. The thing about Sam, she's a tone setter for us in practice. Like, if you're always a coach led team day in and day out, you're only going to get so much out of your kids. But when you got a kid that's not afraid to challenge their teammates and to get after them a little bit and set some expectations for your teammates, you got a chance to be pretty good. And Sam is that kid in practice that brings it and demands things out of players. And she's just stepped her game up as well. And again, we're just extremely thrilled with Sam, and looking at her as just a sophomore.
And one of the things from a distance, she loves the game.
Oh yeah.
And that's half. If you can get somebody who loves the game like Layla and Sam do, I mean, you're going to go a long way.
Yeah, Sam's not afraid of hard work. I'm telling you, she loves it. She embraces it. She likes to be challenged, and as you can see the end result.
Well, one other thing before we let you go, congratulations on your 600th win.
Seventh.
Sorry.
Come on.
700th
a lot of
win.
years.
700th win. Sorry. Congratulations on
Thank
that.
you.
There's not many people ever that get to that milestone, and we wish you the best here in
I
the district
appreciate
tournament
it.
region and on and beyond that. So
Yeah, well, I appreciate it very much.
and good luck, and congratulations again on that 700th win.
Yeah, it means I'm old.
I've been around a few days.
Yeah.
All right, that is Lady Blaze head coach Jennifer Grandstaff. The coaching show is brought to you by Edward Jones financial advisor Lee Colvin. He will work with you to develop a complete, tailored strategy to help you achieve your financial goals. That's Edward Jones financial advisor Lee Colvin.